Mitch Planko and Dave Lockwood, lifelong friends with contrasting lifestyles, experience a dramatic shift when a drunken wish for each other's lives leads to a magical body-swapping incident. Dave is a successful lawyer juggling a demanding career, a loving family with his wife Jamie and 3 kids, whereas Mitch is a carefree bachelor and aspiring actor whose roles mainly involve adult films. Despite their differing paths, their friendship remains intact, though they share feelings of envy over each other's lives. During a night out at a bar, after catching up, both express envy for the advantages of the other's life. Mitch yearns for Dave's stability and success, while Dave longs for Mitch's freedom. Their drunken escapade at a park leads to a wish being made at a fountain that, unbeknownst to them, has magical properties. The next morning, they wake up to the shocking reality of having swapped bodies. Mitch finds himself in Dave's structured family life and feels a sense of panic, while Dave is thrust into Mitch's chaotic existence, grappling with joblessness and a messy apartment. Confusion ensues as they attempt to meet and confirm the switch, only to discover that the fountain has been removed for restoration, complicating their hopes of reverting back. With no immediate solution, they are forced to adopt each other's personas, which reveals various challenges and unlooked-for growth opportunities. Mitch, now living as Dave, is thrust into the demanding world of family obligations and career pressures. He struggles to manage crucial responsibilities, including a pivotal legal deal and the care of Dave's infant twins, finding himself out of his depth, yet slowly beginning to admire and connect with Dave's family life through experiences of parenting and collaboration with Jamie. Mitch's initially brash demeanor evolves as he cultivates genuine feelings of love and respect for the life he once envied. On the flip side, Dave, settling into Mitch's world, discovers the weight of his friend's irresponsibility, especially tied to the adult film industry. As he navigates Mitch's lifestyle, he recognizes the stagnation and waste of potential that comes with it. Driven by concern for his friend, Dave takes steps to instill some structure in Mitch's life by preparing for auditions, tidying up the apartment, and clearing overdue bills. Furthermore, he encounters a woman named Sabrina, an assistant at his firm, and starts to envision the possibility of a meaningful relationship for Mitch, suggesting that personal growth could lead to a deeper connection. As both friends face their respective challenges, they begin to gain insights into the values and difficulties embedded in each other's lifestyles, thus deepening their appreciation for both their friendship and the lessons learned throughout this unexpected journey. In this comedic yet heartfelt tale, the lives of 2 friends, Dave Lockwood and Mitch Planko, take an unexpected turn when they experience a body swap. Dave is a busy lawyer overwhelmed by his work commitments, married to Jamie and parenting 3 children, while Mitch relishes a carefree single life filled with low-tier adult film gigs and minimal responsibility. Their contrasting lives forge a deep friendship but also highlight their individual shortcomings. Despite their efforts to navigate their swapped lives, chaos reigns. Dave, inhabiting Mitch's body, struggles on a porn set, leading to embarrassing situations, while Mitch in Dave's body mismanages critical business meetings. However, as they stumble through their challenges, surprising successes emerge. Mitch, initially perceived as incompetent, astounds everyone by delivering a creative presentation for Dave's law firm, utilizing innovative thinking that captures attention. Simultaneously, Dave makes strides in acting and self-improvement, landing a legitimate audition and beginning to reshape his perspective on life. As time evolves, so does their appreciation for one another's circumstances. Dave gradually recognizes how he has taken his family for granted. Amidst his workaholic habits, he becomes increasingly aware of Jamie's exhaustion, the loneliness and burdens she bears while he immerses himself in his job. This realization prompts Dave to re-evaluate his career choices and consider the importance of being present for his family. Meanwhile, Mitch realizes his desire to transcend his shallow lifestyle. He begins to understand that love and responsibility can offer deep fulfillment, confronting his aversion to commitment. When the magical fountain that initiated the swap is restored, the 2 friends rush back to revert to their original bodies. However, they pause for a moment of introspection. Mitch, moved by his experiences, expresses newfound admiration for Dave's life and acknowledges its value. Dave reciprocates, apologizing for his previous judgments of Mitch, recognizing the depth of loneliness that accompanies Mitch's carefree existence. After making their wish to switch back, they awaken in their own bodies, carrying their newfound insights forward. Dave becomes more present with his family, restructuring his priorities to prioritize Jamie and the kids. On the other hand, Mitch, inspired by Dave's dedication, embraces a more serious approach to his career and reaches out to Sabrina, signifying a shift toward maturity. The film concludes with their friendship stronger than ever, showcasing their personal growth. Though their lifestyles differ, both men emerge as better individuals, equipped with a deeper respect and understanding for the challenges they each face, having literally walked in each other's shoes. After an exhausting day filled with parenting, workplace stress, and a long dinner, Dave meets his friend Mitch for drinks. Over beers, they share their life frustrations. Dave envies Mitch's carefree lifestyle, while Mitch yearns for Dave's stability and family life. In a drunken state, they stumble into a park and urinate in a mysterious fountain, each voicing a wish to embody the other's life. This whimsical act triggers a magical event that changes their lives dramatically. The next morning, Dave wakes up in Mitch's body, confronted by the disarray of Mitch's apartment and an upcoming adult film shoot. Conversely, Mitch finds himself in Dave's tidy suburban home, overwhelmed by the chaos of parenthood and the demands of a family filled with screaming babies. As they grapple with the reality of their swapped identities, panic ensues, leading them back to the park only to discover that the fountain has been removed for repairs. With no immediate way to reverse the swap, they decide to impersonate each other until the fountain is fixed. Dave, now living as Mitch, is thrust into a lifestyle he never respected. He finds himself on a sleazy adult film set, horrified at the expectations placed upon him for a pornographic scene. Despite his discomfort, he navigates the experience with clumsiness and endures the crew's disdain. Additionally, he attempts to tidy up Mitch's living space, pay his overdue bills, and steer Mitch's acting career toward more reputable opportunities. Mitch, on the other hand, faces quite the challenge taking on Dave's responsibilities. He nearly creates a disaster in the kitchen, struggles to care for the twins, and is lost in the world of legal work. During this time, he meets Jamie, Dave's wife, and is both enchanted and challenged by her strong intellect and poise. While attending crucial meetings and attempting to negotiate a merger, Mitch barely holds it together by mimicking Dave's professional demeanor. As time passes, both men start adapting to their new lives. Surprisingly, Mitch begins to excel in his role as Dave, infusing charm and creativity into the otherwise mundane and rigid environment of Dave's work. He finds himself connecting with Jamie emotionally and intimately, filling a void that Dave had long neglected. Jamie notices these changes and appreciates the newfound attention, blissfully unaware of the body swap that has facilitated this unexpected shift in her husband's behavior. Dave approaches Mitch's life with careful consideration and introspection. He encounters Sabrina, a charming and intelligent assistant at his firm, and feels a spark of attraction. However, out of loyalty to Jamie, Mitch's girlfriend, he opts to refrain from pursuing a physical relationship with her despite being in Mitch's body. This display of restraint captivates Sabrina, prompting the two to form a meaningful connection. Additionally, Dave uncovers a crucial aspect of Mitch's life: his estranged father, who harbors deep disappointment towards his son. This revelation leads Dave to confront the emotional scars that Mitch has concealed behind a facade of confidence and bravado. As the narrative unfolds, both men undergo significant personal growth. Mitch begins to recognize the sacrifices Dave has made for his family, while Dave gains insight into the solitude and pressures faced by Mitch, who appears to live a seemingly carefree existence. Each man develops a newfound appreciation for his life, which had previously been taken for granted. A poignant moment occurs when Mitch, embodying Dave, comforts Jamie after a challenging day, and they nearly share a kiss, a moment fraught with emotional tension but ultimately halted as he acknowledges the boundaries set by his role. The climax escalates when Mitch, acting as Dave, manages to successfully close an important merger deal for the company. Despite facing some challenges along the way, he receives accolades for his accomplishment, illustrating his personal growth. Concurrently, Dave impresses a casting director during an audition he attends under Mitch's name, finally utilizing his friend's talents in a constructive manner. Soon after their successes, both men discover that the magical fountain they sought has reappeared. They hurriedly convene in the park to discuss whether to reverse the switch that could restore them to their original bodies. Mitch confesses that he has come to appreciate Dave's life and feels a sense of worthiness for the first time. Dave, in turn, expresses genuine respect for Mitch and reflects on the world with a renewed perspective. Following an emotional dialogue, they simultaneously desire to return to their own lives, causing the magic to take effect. Ultimately returned to their original bodies, both Dave and Mitch internalize the lessons learned during their time in each other's lives. Dave becomes more attentive and supportive at home, fostering a deeper bond with Jamie and spending quality time with her, indicating a promising transformation for both men as they embrace their respective realities with greater understanding and appreciation. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.